Good morning everyone, it's Sunday the 17th of July. Welcome to another episode of Alan's Angling Adventures. I'm up the River Adur again, and today I am at Betley Bridge, but further up from the bridge itself. I'm actually on the opposite side of the bank to where I normally fish when I fish Betley. I'm on the, anyone that knows the river, I'm on the east side of the bank, and I'm a bit further up from the bridge, probably about 200 meters, 200 yards up from the bridge. It looks really good today, really does it good, but it's going to be an absolute scorcher, I was up this morning at 5 o'clock. I got up here, what time did I get up there? About 20 to 8, quarter to 8. Time wise now it's 10 to 9. So I've been sort of looking around for a swim to fish, which one I think looks the most promising, and got my ground bait knocked up. I've got a couple of balls of ground bait out there. Bait wise, I've got maggots, I've got sweet corn, I've got bread, and I've also bought my prawns with me just to see. I've got two rods with me. I've got me, I'll show you. I've got my normal rod for float fishing, my 10-foot Omni feeder rod. I wouldn't be without this, I tell you now. Really, I've used it so much now, you know, I've got so used to using it. It's brilliant. So easy to use on the rivers, you know. Anyway, that's what I've got today, with a simple Drennan waggler with a couple of AA shots either side, and I've also got a number 6 shot about 6 to 8 inches away from the hook. So that's that rod. The other rod, I've just got a link ledger set up. I just fancied sticking the link ledger out there as a, I've heard of 2 or 3 blooming great splashes just down from me. Don't know what they are, but yeah, I've got my link ledger rod set up, which I shall interact with a bit of bread flake, and I've got luncheon meat as well. So I've got plenty of baits. So just to reiterate what baits I have got: I've got maggots, red and white, I've got bread, I've got sweet corn. I didn't mention luncheon meat earlier, did I? Luncheon meat and prawns. So I've got 5 different baits today. So basically I'm going to be fishing the same way as I did at Mock Bridge. I'll give you a closer shot in a second of what it actually looks like. I haven't fished this bit before. I did have a little session, those of you that watch my videos, where I had those cows. I was invaded by the cows. That was over this side of the bank, which was up a bit further. I'm hoping that ain't going to happen today. If they do, I'm just going to have to suck it and carry on fishing. I'm not moving. So it looks absolutely beautiful. We've got lily pads there as well. It really does look nice. Whether we'll catch anything, I don't know, but you know, hey, let's just enjoy it. And target wise, I'm not really too bothered, but what I catch, I'm happy to catch anything today really. But I will say that bream are up here. You know, there's quite a few bream up here on this stretch that get caught, so that would be great if I could pick a bream up. But I'm quite happy to catch anything that comes along. I've got my keep net with me, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to flick a link ledger rod out with probably a bit of luncheon meat to start off with, and or I might even put luncheon meat on the float to start off with before maggots. I don't know, I think I might do actually, just to see, and put bread flake on the link ledger. Anyway, enough of me waffling on. I'm going to show you a bit closer to the water's edge. Right, this is what we've got. This is what we've got. So we've got those lily pads. I've got those lily pads down there to my right, and there's a nice flow. There's a nice flow from right to left, and I'm going to be fishing probably about halfway out, just letting the float trundle down, and we'll just see how it goes from there. Right, enough of me waffling on. Time wise it's 5 to 9 now. So I've got plenty of water with me. I'm going to need that. It's going to be absolutely sweltering today, so I don't quite know how the fishing is going to go, but you might find it's gonna it could be hard going, but I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I'll catch up with you in a minute when I'm actually fishing. We're going to kick off with a bit of luncheon meat on a link ledger to start off with, because there could be chub up here. Let's see. See where we go from here. And I think we'll start off on the float. With a maggot. Not having fished here before, really, you know, don't quite know what to expect. Right. One thing I will have to watch out for is this camera. In extreme heat it can pack up for a few minutes before it cools down again, so I'll have to be very careful with that. I'll have to keep monitoring it. I think we'll start off with a red maggot. That's it. I decided not to fish near the gate. It's an absolute nightmare fishing down there, because you're just going to get plagued by dogs and everything. It's not worth it. Well, she's running down nicely, and the first one on the bank, only a small one, in fact a very small one. A little roach. Yeah. Yeah. Right, we're off the mark anyway. Again, I'll just keep these, just a few maggots going in every so often. Hopefully I can get the fish feeding. That was on a white maggot, by the way. Let's try a red one this time. Size 18 hook. Wind's in the right direction today to keep the line behind the float. It's coming from the south, so it's blowing the line behind the float. The float's running from right to left, so it's perfect. Yeah, I think temperatures are supposed to get up to around 30 today, so it's going to be extremely hot. I'm not too sure how the fish are going to react to this. casting around at the moment. I'm not too sure. Whether it's best to fish halfway up or over to the far side a bit more. So I've seen a few small fish topping over the far side. I've never had a lot of luck with luncheon meat on this river. Not that I've used it many times, but when I have, I don't think I've ever caught on it yet. She seems to be running down better on the inside actually. Trial and error to begin with. I'm starting to get them in now. There we are, look, fish number 2. There we are. Right, so we're getting them out there. That's good. I was going to be feeder fishing today, that's what I wanted to do, but I changed my mind because of the weather we've had lately and the water. I thought it'd be on the low side, low and clear side, so I sort of went on the side of the float really. I thought there might be a chance of fishing bread on the surface as well, if they're going to take it, if there's any chub out there or anything. Well, still just the 2 fish, but I'm getting plenty of bites out there now. Ground bait wise, I'm using gross guard on again, as I did last time at Mock Bridge. So I might have to move the lengthen the rig or shorten it. We'll see how it goes throughout the session. So peaceful up here. No, it's amazing, isn't it? And yet just down there it's so noisy. Ah, it's come off. I'll tell you what, I'm missing a lot of bites. I'm missing a lot. I'm having trouble hooking them, to be honest, at the moment. I've got a size 18 on there. I am having trouble hooking them. Oh my god. Just saw bream rise out the water. Right in front of me. Jesus, I clearly saw it as well. Probably about 2 or 3 pounds. This is encouraging, this is, I tell you. Jesus, I saw it clearly out the water. It just lapped out the water. I saw about a good 3/4 of the fish. Well, fish number 3. It's another roach. Now look, you can keep still for the camera. There we are. Right, as like last time, there's plenty of fish feeding out there now. This gross guard on ground bait, my god, it is really good stuff. Yeah, but that bream, I might stick a feeder on in a minute. I think it's worth it. I really do. I really do. In fact, I think I'm going to do that now. I'm going to just get rid of the link ledger and I'm going to set a feeder up on this rod. Right. Just this is the beauty of this setup. You see, I've just unclipped the link ledger and just put a feeder on there. No problem at all. So it's definitely think it's worth it, because there's definitely bream out there. Let's see how we go from here. A bunch of red maggots on there and see. See where we go from there. We might get plagued by small stuff, but I don't normally like using two rods, fishing with two rods at the same time. You know, unless it's in a much bigger swim. But well, still on the free fish. I was plagued by, I think must have been small fish on the feeder, on the maggots. I've put a couple of grains of corn on there just to see how that goes. Certainly is beautiful up here though. As I say, I've never fished this particular bit before, only when I had one roving session when I had those cows invading me. There's fish feeding out there now. There's definitely fish feeding out there. See, I think the smaller fish, like the roach and that, they're on the bait before the bream can get to it. Again, it's beginning to get like Mock Bridge last time. Plenty of fish feeding out there. Time wise, it's nearly 10 o'clock now. Oh, what was that? Oh, it looked like a rudd. I just saw the gold flickering of it through the water. Certainly got them biting out here now, feeding. I'm not getting my rewards for it yet. It goes again. Another bream just topped in front of me there. just down there. This is ridiculous, Alan, come on, this is making you look... They're right in front of me. They are literally right in front of me, these bream. They're taking the mickey at me, they really are. I always knew that, you know, there was this. No, in a minute I'm going to change my hook size, I think, because I'm just missing fish after fish here, bite after bite. So the smallest hook I've got is 18, which is what I've got on. Oh, this is just a bit, wow, it's another small one. There we go, look, another rudd. Another rudd. Right. Mostly rudd. Can't seem to get through to the bigger stuff. Nothing on the feeder yet. Although when I stick maggots on there, you get plenty of plucks and pulls and that, but it's all small stuff, I think. Really enjoying it though. Another one. Ah, come off again. Jesus, I've lost some today. You see, I've got me chair with me today. I managed to fit it in my net bag, simply because fishing over this side of the bank, you're level, the ground is level with the water's edge, so it makes it awkward. You're not on a higher bank, you're not higher than the water, so you really need something to be a bit higher up. So I managed to bring it with me today anyway. Oh, that's a bite. Don't need the landing net for these. Same stamp of fish, look. Need a fair few of these to, if I want to build a good weight of fish up. So it's tide, it's semi-tidal up here, I think. So it doesn't, you know, it's not. doesn't make a lot of difference, I don't think, up here. I wouldn't be surprised if we got 1 or 2 canoeists up here either today. There's lots of fish moving around my float. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's unbelievable. I've probably lost about 10 fish have fallen off. This is awful, Alan. For Christ's sake, get your act together. I'll need a cup of tea in a minute. I haven't had one yet. Stripping the hook as well. I might try going deeper actually. I wonder if putting an extra shot on, which I think I'll do in a minute, and see if that makes any difference. In fact, what I think I'll do, I'll pour myself a cup of tea out in a minute, and we'll put an extra shot on, just a tiny drop of shot. I'm not looking. What is the matter with me today? They're on there to begin with, and as I start reading in, they come off. It's probably about a bite of cast out there now, but it certainly isn't a fisher cast. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, I think, and just change things around a bit. Yeah, it's on there now. Yeah. Right. This is probably the biggest one so far. And it ain't that big, but not to be sniffed at. There we are. I'm going to switch off now and I'll get back to you in a minute. The situation is, it's 25 to 11 now. It's almost a cast. I'd say it's probably a fish every 2 casts I'm getting now. And I'm hooking them better now than I was earlier. Still no size, but I won't show you every one I've caught, because at the moment they're all about the same stamp of fish, you know. So obviously if anything bigger turns up I will show you, but I'm putting them all in the keep net so I can show you at the end of the session exactly what I've caught. As you can hear all the dogs down there, I'm glad I ain't down there. I can't stand all that when I'm fishing. I like a bit of peace and quiet. Oh, what's this? Another one. Definitely hooking them better now. I've hooked the last 3 I've had, the last 3 bites. It's all mostly roach and mud. Well, it's all roach and mud, nothing else yet. Yeah, look. going to change my rig a little bit, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it like this at the moment. I'm catching, so I'm more than happy to catch these fish. It's just annoying when you know that there's bream out there in front of you and you can't seem to find a way to get them. Beautiful summer's day though, absolutely gorgeous. Not sure what time I'm here till today. So I'm going to pick up one more, then I'm going to make a cup of tea. Yep. Right. There we go. And they've all been like that. Keep still, mate. All been that size. Oh, there's fish jumping down there now. Taking the mickey out of me this morning. Great stuff. I'm really enjoying this. It's a fisher chuck now. Nothing of any real size, but most enjoyable. And as I speak, there's a canoeist coming down here. Bring me rod in, won't I? Hello mate, right?
Yeah, catch anything today?
Just a lot of small roach and rudd, you know, nothing big at the moment.
Well, coming down here I've seen a couple of tiddlers, but then...
Yeah, I've seen a couple of bream sort of jumping out right in front of me, but I can't catch them.
It's a pain in the arse today, isn't it? It's too bloody hot.
Yeah, it is hot mate, yeah.
Have a good one.
And you mate, see you later, bye. What that's done to the swim. Sometimes it doesn't make any difference. Sometimes it actually makes it better. Right. So I'm not surprised. I thought there would be. I wouldn't be surprised if there's, if we get some more up there. That's no problem. It's no problem at all. See how we get on. It's only there as a sleeper rod, see if I can pick anything of any size up on it. You never know, a chub might come past, or I don't know if I've got any idea what I've caught, any amount wise. Probably, I don't know, 10, 12 fish. Might be a bit more than that. Should have been about 30 to be honest. The amount of blooming fish I've lost. Cup of tea. He says there's a flipping fly in it. Always enjoy my first cup of tea of the day. might actually try going deeper in a minute because I'm not on the bottom. And most of the fish I have had have all come over. The far side over there, a couple of feet away from the bank. It's absolutely beautiful, this is. The next session I have will be a different type of session to this, the one I've had today and the one I had last time. I think we might have a jub session on the next one. In fact, I will. I definitely will. And it'll be somewhere, probably somewhere I haven't fished yet, or on a stretch I haven't fished yet, or something. There we go again. It's teeming with fish out there, absolutely teeming with them. So I'm hooking them a lot better now than I was earlier. I don't know why. I haven't changed anything. The only thing I've done is shorten the trace up a bit. Just another small rud. And I've tried a bit of corn, I've tried a bit of luncheon meat. And so I've got bread on the feeder. I've got a feeder, Coast Guard on ground bait in it, and a piece of bread flake. That hasn't done anything at the moment, but what I do is concentrate on trying to catch as many of these as I can get. Ah, come off. Thought we'd stop that. Yeah, I think the next session, I'm not 100% sure yet, but the next one might be the chiss string. And so I've got no idea the tactics how to fish that. I'll probably just take the link ledger and a float rod with me. And some bread and some maggots and see how we get on. Now look. Back again.
Yeah.
Seen anyone else fishing at all, mate?
No, there's no one else on
Nah.
I've only been down to where the old downlink
Yeah.
goes over.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no, there's no one else.
No one else? Nah. Oh well.
I think the tide's going out though.
Yeah.
It isn't really tidal, is it?
It's not really. It's sort of semi-tidal up there. It's not. Doesn't really make a lot of difference really. I don't think up there.
I know tide comes in about one-ish.
Yeah.
So you might catch something then, but
Yeah.
it just depends on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, see you later, mate. Bye. I've gone deeper. Still the same stamp of fish. So what I'm going to do, I shall continue, and then it is more or less a fisher cast. So what I'm going to do in a minute, I shall gradually go deeper until I am actually on the bottom. Because I started off fishing about 3/4 deep, and I'm gradually lengthening the trace until I am actually on the bottom. Still no difference in the stamp of fish I'm catching, still getting plenty of bites. Missed that one. There's plenty of fish over that far side. Where they all are. Try again. I was just reeling it in. Oh, this is brilliant. Yeah, the old rud. That look. I think the next session might be the chest stream. Not 100% sure on that yet. I do tend to chop and change nearer the time a bit, all depends, but I've definitely got a fish there, and so this session is very similar to the last one really, except on the last one I thought the fish were a better stamp of fish than these, bigger. But you never know, do you? You know what species is going to be the dominant one on the day on the river. You know, so I've had plenty of perch recently, but I haven't seen a perch today at all. Not a single perch at all. It's dominated completely by small rudd. The thing is with this sort of fishing, as I've said 100 times before on the river, you never quite know what's going to turn up. Ooh. Oh, a change of species. Different species. Yeah, look. Makes a change from the rudd. Great stuff. Oh, this is better. This is a bit better if I get it. I think it's a bigger rudd. It is. It's no monster at all, but it's certainly the biggest one so far. By a long way. Oh, it's not a bad one. That was by the lily pads. Oh yeah, look at that, look. Lovely stuff. That's the best fish so far. That is a nice rudd. Right. Right. And the bigger fish starting to come into the swim. I'm enjoying this. I am enjoying it. It's good. I'm fishing a bit more to my right hand side now. I've started fishing a bit more to the right. and I've gone deeper, and that's what's picked that rudd up. That was on double white maggot, that was. I'm taking red and whites today. It's absolutely teeming with rudd. Looks like another nice rudd. Yes. And they're starting to get bigger, They're a lovely fish. I do like the rudd, especially the bigger ones. It's my there we are, look. That's the second decent sized rudd. Right. Oh, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Really enjoying it. Rudd all the way. I'm fishing to my right hand side now, where these lily pads are. Just letting it run down in between the lily pads and the reeds over the far side.
Can't fit through.
Hey?
We can't.
You can't fit through. Oh right. So you got, yeah, that's right. It's a bit thick round there, isn't it, with
Yeah, it's like a really
reeds and that's yeah.
It's like a really narrow bit that kind of.
Yeah.
It means getting out and walking, but then we've got to do that on the way back, and it's only turn round at the bridge.
Yeah.
How far there is it? The bridge?
It's not far, no. It's probably about 100 yards down there, actually. Yeah.
We'll go back this way. A nice day for it.
Yeah, certainly hot though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
See you later, mate.
See you, mate. Bye. Yeah, and that's what it is. That's what it's been. Apart from those couple of decent sized rudd, that's what it's been mostly. I remember having a session which is on video up at the lock in the conditions just like this, and that was very similar. That went very similar to how this has gone. Not even seeing the bites a lot of the time, just catching them as I reel in. That gross guard on ground bait, it hasn't let me down yet. I've used it twice now, and both times I've you know, been able to catch fish with it. I will put an extra shot on, I think, in a minute, and just see if that gets down to the bottom quicker, will make any difference. Oh. That was a violent pull. Beautiful though up here, absolutely beautiful. Really enjoying it. I'm absolutely convinced, you know, that one of these days I'll come up here and I will catch something really nice. I'm pretty sure that I will. I'm confident that I will. I won't complain about these because, as I've said 100 times before, it's a bit bigger. Right. I remember that session, I think it was it might have been back in March actually, back in March, where I couldn't get a bite at all, and that was on the opposite side of the bank, just down from here. That day where I never saw fish, never caught anything, never had a single bite from anything, and that was just down from here. So just gone midday now, time wise. I've just got a couple of grains of corn on that feeder rod and just left it down there. Yeah. Right, I've put an extra shot, I've put a number 4 shot on to get it down there a bit quicker, in the hope that oh, there's bubbles out there now. Oh, blimey. Ah, we have a different species. Well. So shotting it down, getting it down a bit deeper, we've got a different species. Mr. Perch. Look at that, brilliant. Oh, that's good. Perch. Yeah. Right, okay. I have to watch this camera battery because it must be getting near its end. It must be. Right, time wise 12. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. I'm not hungry at the moment. This heat doesn't make you hungry, does it? Back to the rod again. Come here, mate. Here we are. I say it's nice having my chair. You know, well, I've got used to not using it. I sometimes find with this particular chair, because it's got no back to it, or I do find it anyway, sometimes when I use a chair it plays my back up a bit. Certainly needed it here, otherwise I end up kneeling down on my knees. Right, the situation is, just put my second battery in my camera. Time wise 10 to 1, I've just had a bit still got the feeder rod out there with a bit of bread flake on it. It's not doing anything, but just leave it there now. So I'm probably going to stay here till 2:30 and then I'll start packing up. So we've got about another hour and a half, just over, to see what we can pick up. I don't know how many I've had, probably about 30 odd, 25, 30 fish, mostly nearly all rudd, one perch, I think there's probably 1 or 2 roach there, and one dace, one little dace. So a bit more ground bait out there. See how we get on in this last hour and a half. Because I've really enjoyed it up to now, as I always do. I always enjoy it. And so I always come up here with the idea of, or the hope of getting something really nice. You know, something that, you know, you think flipping hell. But I guess the way that I'm actually fishing, I'm probably am just going to catch a lot of. Let's see how we get on for this last hour and a half. You never know what might happen. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. Lovely cup of tea. Straight away to the last hour and a half now of the session, and it's the same as before. As I said earlier, I'm probably gonna have a go with some chub on the next one. Might be the chest stream, might be the honey bridge stream. I'm not sure. It might even be Mock Bridge. We'll see. So many different places. It might not even be any of them. Fish in 2 casts in the last hour and a half. As I said earlier, this Census 3000 gross guard on ground bait is really good ground bait. As I say, it's the second time I've used it now, and it hasn't let me down yet. It really hasn't, you know. It's got a nice sweet smell to it. And it really fizzes when you put it in the water as well. As I said on my last video, I've used several different ground baits. Some of them have been alright, some of them have been all, you know, okay, but this one, for me, from a personal point of view, this one stands out above the rest that I've used. Not on this one, and that was a bite. Is that another canoe's coming up there? Yeah, it is. Another canoe's coming up.
Oh, you're stuck as well. Stick to the right, up here. Yep. Yeah, there's a big old log there. Right, can you get through here? Thank you.
It's alright, mate.
There's quite a few of us, so
Is that? Right, okay.
don't want to disturb you too much.
That's alright, mate. No problem. Lovely day, mate, isn't it?
It's
Beautiful.
beautiful
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, it is.
Are you getting on?
Well, a lot of small ones.
Nice.
Yeah, I've had a lot of small ones, about
Nice.
40 odd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice day for it anyway.
Bless.
Yeah.
Best day of the year.
Lovely, isn't it? And there's more. And there's more. All right. It's just down here, love. It's just down, literally in the side.
Okay.
It's absolutely fine there. There's
I
nothing
can
out
never
there.
see them.
That's all right. How many more you got coming? Is there more? Another two?
About 10 of us. I'm sure.
10 of you, right? Okay.
Sorry.
Right. Jesus Christ. I'll turn off now actually because I don't want to waste my battery. Not a bad rod. Not a bad one. I'm catching more or less down the centre now. That's a roach. Yeah, look. Great stuff. Wow, this is turning out to be a most enjoyable session. Very similar to the Mock Bridge one. See, now down the centre, the flow's changed. Over the far side now, it's more or less still, almost going back on itself. But down the centre, it's still flowing from right to left, and there's more of a flow there, and that's where I'm picking the fish up now. So peaceful up there though, really is. It's absolutely beautiful. See, again, you see, I asked that canoeist whether he'd seen any fishermen, any other anglers. He ain't seen no one. Chub session on the next one. Might even have a stick float session. Don't know yet. And there's more. This really could do the swimming. There's been about 8 of them so far. Whew.
Here comes all the dead fish.
Alright.
That's alright.
You got anything?
About 40 odd.
Oh really?
Small ones though.
Little diddy one.
Yeah, not big. But yeah, nice.
That's fair enough. Nice day for it.
Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? Jesus, there's more. All right. All right, mate.
Yeah.
Is that you the last two?
I'm the last one.
Right. Okay. Brilliant.
Apologies.
That's all right. No problem. Nice day for it, anyway.
It is. Oh.
Yeah.
Hoping to make a pile.
Right. Let's get fishing again. I imagine that's really done the swimming, but you never know. You never know. Stirred it up a bit even more. Let's see what happens now. Well, a little update since those canoes have gone through. I'm catching again now, same stamp of fish. But I've got them feeding again since those canoes or kayaks have gone through. Not sure when the next session's going to be. Probably looking at 2 or 3 weeks time for the next one. I'll say it will be somewhere different on the next one, definitely. Mind you, this is different because I've never fished here before on this bit. I said only when I done that roving session a couple of years ago. That was sort of further down there though. So for those of you that know the river up here, I'm past the Red Gate. I'm at Betley Bridge, past the Red Gate, on this side of the Red Gate, north of the Red Gate, on the other side, on the east side. The Red Gate's on that side. Whew. It certainly is hot now. I've got plenty of sun cream on my arms and neck, and I dare not take my hat off in this heat. Yeah, we're in. It's good to see plenty of these fish though on this river. You know, it shows it's in, you know, good condition and that. You know, plenty of these. Plenty of roach and rudd. Funny, just that one perch and that one little dace. The rest of them have all been mostly rudd, just with the odd roach. Must have an evening session up here one day. I'd love to have an evening session up here. At the moment, if you're not getting a bite, it's normally because there's no bait on the hook. Because all the time there's a maggot on the hook. I'd say virtually every cast you're getting a bite. I look forward to going up the Honeybridge stream again though. That tributary that I go to when I go for those chub. I can't wait to go there again. I might have a session up there in the summer holidays. Trouble is, it's so tricky getting down there. You know, it's all overgrown with weed and stingers and stuff, but there's not a lot of water to really have a go at. But I might go there and give it a go. But I'm certainly going to be going on the chest stream. That will probably be on the next session. And that won't be so easy to get to as it was when I had a look round at Easter time, because it's all going to be overgrown with stingers and bushes and stuff like that. Whereas in Easter time it was all, you know, all died back. Taking the bait again. More or less on it straight away. also want to have a carp session as well. I normally do that in the summer holidays when I can stay longer, stay later into the evening and that. So I think I probably will have one. And my grandson's bought me a new carp rod as a birthday present. I want to try it out. So I've got that to do. Not sure where to go for that yet. To wait and see. Well, it's 25 to 2 now, and it is stifling hot. It really is. Maybe take one of these shots off now, I think, and see what happens now. So I've just got, I think it's a number 6 on there now. Yeah, we'll pack up at 2:30. When we've finished, we'll have a look and see what we've caught. Not bad, it's not a bad session, you know, it's just the size. Any bites I'm getting now, I'm back to missing them again. Which is how it started off this morning. They're toying with it again now. Still plenty of fish out there though. Not a lot of movement now with the float. It's seems to be more or less standing still. What's that? That was a bite again though. Not positive enough to take it. Unbelievable though, seeing those two bream jump this morning, literally a few feet out in front of me. I saw virtually the whole fish. It's almost like it was in slow motion. As I said, probably about 2 or 3 pounds. Might as well use this bit of ground bait up. And another rudd. Yep. Funny that they just go absolutely nuts for these maggots. But not interested in anything else you put out there. Yeah. First one I've had for a little while. Another rudd. This wind's starting to play havoc a little bit with the float. I haven't got a lot of control over the float at the moment with this wind. It's sort of gusting around different directions. Certainly does look tenchy down there. They've done it. The old lily pads, and there probably are tench down there, but whatever that was, it took me into the lily pads, and I am enjoying this though. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I don't really want to go. As I say, teeming with small fish in here. It shows it's, it is in good nick. And the bites have been here all day again, like at Mock Bridge. Once I started feeding that ground bait in there and feeding maggots, they haven't really stopped feeding. I mean, there's been slightly quieter spells throughout the day, different, but they've been basically feeding throughout the session really. Was it nearly 5 to 2 now? I'm probably going to give it another 10 minutes. Actually, I'm starting to wilt, I must admit. I've got to pack up and that, and we'll see what I've caught at the end of it in a minute. It's a shame there's no sign of a bream or a tench. I think what we'll do, we'll say we'll catch one more, and then I think I'll call it a day. So we'll see if we can get one more. We won't pack up until we get one more. Let's see how long it takes us. So I'm not getting one every cast now like I was earlier. Right, one more fish. One more fishy wishy. Is it? It is. Right, okay. That's going to be it then. There we are. Mr. Roach. In fact, not many have been roach, they've nearly all been rudd. I'll tell you what, one more. Don't want to finish off with a tiny one like that. We'll make it one more. really is the last one this time. Whatever it is, whatever size it is the last one. Really is a nice river to fish this. As I say, it's you know, different parts of the river look so different. You know, this up here looks so much different to the tidal stretch, the real tidal stretch at Streatham. I really want to fish that a bit more and try and master it if I can. I'm certainly pleased with the amount of fish I've caught today. You know, that's, you know, I really am. I'll just get one more. Come on, one more. It's the same size as the last one. It might be about a centimetre bigger. Yeah, the last one of the session. Right, okay, that is going to be my lot. I could stay here, and I want to stay here. You know, I'd love to stay here into the evening, you know, but unfortunately I have to get back. I've been here since 10 to 8, half 7 this morning, and what we're going to do, I'm going to pack my stuff up and then we'll have a look and see exactly what I've caught. So I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, time wise it's coming up to 25 past 2. I'm virtually packed up, not quite there but nearly. So let's see what we've actually caught today. Not bad at all. Pleasantly surprised actually. Yeah. I'll get them back as quick as possible there. But yeah, not bad. Look, I mean these were the best fish of the session. These. A nice rod. Another nice one there. Yeah, so not bad. That perch, and the rest all mostly small rudd and roach. I think there's one dace there as well. Right, let's get them all back. Won't keep them out, but it's another most enjoyable session. Right, let's get them back without further ado. Right, any more? Well, in total 55 fish, so I was well pleased with that. Blimey, well pleased with that. I really should have caught more than that as well, the amount I lost. But yeah, 55 fish, so I'm well pleased with that. Nearly all rudd, with a few roach, one perch and a dace. Right, that's great stuff. Well, thank you very much for watching, and on the next one it will probably be a chub session. I'm not sure, but I think it will be, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Probably about another 2 or 3 weeks time, and it will probably, not definite, but probably be at the Chess stream, because I do want to fish that. Definitely give that a go. Right, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your own angling, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.